Hello and welcome to the Nexus. Today we're doing issue 69 and issue 70 of our Knight Rider build, and it looks like we're going to be finishing off, these are the parts that we got, so it looks like we're going to be finishing off the door. So we will need the door from issue 68, which is here, and it looks like we're actually going to be fitting, fixing the door with all the components, not to the actual car yet. So let's get going. Okay, so we're first going to be doing issue 69, which will have a few bits in. We don't actually fit a lot in terms of the stuff that we've actually got. It's another reason why I've decided to sort of pair the two up, if that makes any sense. So we get the glass, we get some cogs which all need to be put aside, we get a metal plate, a door hinge here, and a black strip which we're going to be using in this issue. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take out these, which are NM screws. So the first thing we're going to do is place this, I think that goes on like that. So as you can see, it's got like a sort of curve there, and that is going to sit like that. And then our metal plate is going to sit in between that, like that. And we're going to use an NM screw, which is here. And we're going to stick that one in the middle there. Screw it all the way up, making sure actually that that's in the guide. Just not that, that's it. There we go. Making sure that that sits in like that and that moves around. So obviously that will be the door open, that will be it closed. So that's the little hinge done. Next, what we're going to do is we have two little strips on here, and we're going to put them along this edge just here. So the first one is we're going to do it right up to the door here. So this is for the window, so the window doesn't scratch the door panel. You can see where the window sits, it sits in this groove here. And this one will go from this end all the way along. Doesn't matter if they overlap. And that is it for issue 69. So at that stage we should have the door hinge, which is here, and we'll have these little protector strips along the outside of the door section here, or inside of the door, however you want to display that. Now we've got these cogs. Obviously we don't use them in this issue, but we are doing issue 70 now, so let's do that one. Okay, so these are all the parts that we get. We get a lot more parts, and everything comes together in this issue. So we're just going to carefully pull it all out, like that. So we've got all the screws, we've got the little plastic trims, we've got the inside of the door here. We've got these sort of cloth stickers. I've got one there. They are absolutely creased to hell, so I'm hoping once we stick them down they're all right. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is our cloth trim here. So this is going to sit in this gap here. So it's just a sticker, and it does say just peel it off and stick it along here. So that's what I'm planning on doing. There we go. It's like a double-sided tape. Okay. Now it's not perfect, but I think something covers all this up anyway. Okay, so we've done that. The next we get this little cover, and obviously that is going to sit in there like that. We're next going to build this section here. So it's quite cool. So you've got like a little mechanism on there, like a little up down, which is quite cool. So we need the back of this, and then this section here is going to sit in these grooves just here, like so. I'm just going to turn the pages, so what I'm doing. Okay, and then this is going to sit on the door, and we're going to use a BP screw to secure that in. So we're just going to put that over the door like that. Now that's not come down far enough. It's not perfect. It's not perfect, but I'm not exactly going to be having the doors left open on this very long, if at all. So we need a BP screw in behind this. So it goes into the hole here. Like that. So that's gone in. Next we're going to take our little trim that's in here, and that just clicks in. That just pushes in according to the book. Yeah. Yeah, that goes along. And then that just clicks in. That's like that. Okay, next we've got this trim. This one's going to go at the bottom, which is a much darker colour. At the bottom here. I've got to try and see if I can line this one up a little bit better. If I can get the paper off, it doesn't want to come off. There we go. Got there in the end. Don't worry, the audio hasn't gone, I'm just concentrating. We're going to get it as close as I can actually to the top here. And just it's not perfect, but then the cut isn't perfect, as you can see. But it's fine. We're next going to put in the armrest. So the armrest is going to sit in just like that, and we're going to use BP screws as well. So that's the last of the BP screws that we use. So we've got the guide pin there. So we're going to put one in the top here. There we go. That's one's in. There we go. other one will go just here, like that. That is the chair, by the way. It's squeaking. Yeah, so that's that. So that's what that looks like. Right, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to be working on the back of this. We're going to be, so we've done the interior bit. It looks fine. It's not too bad actually. It looks all right. You can see the light on that. It doesn't, the cloth didn't, it's been cut wrong. It's sort of overlapping there. Like I said, I'm not going to be jumping in this car down the road. I probably won't even open the door very much. Sort of past the fact of so I love the fact that you can actually pull the lever for the door. That's cool. Yes, I'm not going to be jumping down. Probably not going to open the doors very much on this neither. So we need the cogs that we had previously. So we have the bottom one here. So the bottom one will go in here. And we're going to use a DP screw to secure that one in. So I'm going to do that. And it's worth noting not to over screw these ones, because if you over screw them you may not be able to turn them very well. So we're going to put the first one, which is this one, which has the double cog on it. You want it freely run. You can also drop a bit of oil. That wouldn't do anything to it. It'd probably help it slightly, if that's what you want to do. So the next one is just the normal cog that will sit in there. The other one that we've got. So once again, you don't want to over screw it, and they sort of spin around really well. Next is our sort of weird shaped one, as I'm going to call it. So we need it this way. We're going to, once again, we're going to use a DP screw to secure that one in. And it's worth, like I said, don't over screw, but over tighten I should say. As soon as it gets a little bit tight, you stop. Now you see I've over screwed that, so we need to loosen it a little bit. There we go. That. So the more you loosen it, the more loose this will become, and the easier. But you don't want it too loose, so you want to. There we go. So that will put the window up and down. So I'm quite happy with that. Like that. Right, next, I'm just turning the page here. So next, we need to grab our window, which is here. Once again, we're going to use a DP screw. So this is the last of the DP screws. Just like that. And this is going to sit no, it's going to sit just like that. So we do need to wind it far down. Just making sure. Right. Okay. Okay, yeah. I know where we're going now. Okay, so the window sort of curves in. It's got these guideline sections on it. These guides need to go into here, like that, and we need to make sure that the sort of hole there goes where we need it. So we will need to hold it just enough there, that's it, just so we can get this in. There we go. Once again, don't over screw this. and it's looking good. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to sandwich it up with this. So this should sit. Now let's pull the window up a little bit because we do need it up slightly. It's come off the runners. We need to make sure it stays on those sort of runners there. And then what we're going to do, we'll put it in like this, making sure it stays on those runners when we put it in. There we go. Doesn't look right. Like so. Okay, well, it actually shows it with a little gap at the end here. Okay, it works pretty well. Okay, so we're going to go round here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 AM screws. So this is where this mat comes into play. So I'm going to go around screwing that up. Okay, and at the end of that issue 70, we've got the end result, and that's what it looks like. And yeah, it goes up and down really well. It's just a bit rattly. It goes right down and goes right up. I like the mechanism as well at the bottom there. Very much like a DeLorean version. Smooth as well. Okay, there is a few things. Firstly, we've got this, which is a switch cover, which is left, and we've got RM screws as well. In the book, it doesn't tell you anything about them. So I went through all the books to find out if we use them in these stages. We don't. We get these parts in issue 70, and they are left over, so make sure you don't misplace this. Now, this is a switch cover, it says. I think this goes onto the car. So when the door opens, the light comes on, just like it would do on an ordinary car. So when you open that, the lights come on the interior of the car, like the footwell and stuff. And I think that is for that. That's the switch cover for that. So do not lose that. Keep it in a safe place. Same with the RM screws as well. We don't really use them, so try and keep it in a safe place. I'm going to do this. And the one that we had for our glass, I'm going to just keep it safe in the box like that. Keep it with the car. But we are finished. Now, there are a few things. Like the trim isn't too great. The cut isn't perfect. But, like I said, I'm not opening this door. So, I'm not going to be getting into this. Using my shrink ray to jump in this and go somewhere. But it does look... It looks really good, really, really good. I'm very pleased with it, and it looks all right. So that's that looks like the door's done. It's ready probably to go onto the car now, but that's done. So I can only speculate the next sort of issues. We're going to be doing the right door because this is the left one. But that's it, guys. Here from us at the Nexus. Thank you for watching. Hope you like what you see. Click subscribe, like, get yourself over to Fanhome to start your own Knight Rider journey. And you can check out the links below for that. Until then, thanks for watching, and as always, we'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy.